Hey, welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade, at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So welcome, it is Spiritual Freedom Saturday, and today's theme and topic, if you are new to me, we're talking about soul guidance and ease, grace and flow. And do you know what I say? This day is one of my favorite days. This day is one of my favorite days. Do you know what? I've got my headphones in and it's not even actually plugged in. Hang on. The sound might just change. So hopefully you can hear me still good. Robin is saying, I missed the badass, not gonna lie. But that's on Telegram. Thank you, Robin. So I used to say, you are a badass, like Jen Sincero, very inspired by books. Lots of books have come into my world, and I love reading. And so the book that I listened to today, I will share with you towards the end. I love the book, actually. Okay. Robin is on Telegram. Robin, if you see this, yeah. So welcome. How are you? And let me know where you're watching from on or online. Hang on. I want to tell Robin to stop messaging me on Telegram. Just having a conversation with my girl. All right. So soul guidance. Okay. So if you are new to me, I talk about raising our vibration, right? Spiritual freedom, and the essence of spirituality for me is looking at the world through the lens of our soul, right? As the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy. And I just love the feeling. I love the guidance. Hey, Toya. Oh, my goodness. Can you message Robin and tell her that we're on here? Because coaches, because Robin's not on the live, she's on Telegram messaging me, responding to a message that I've just sent. How are you doing, my love? Gosh, it's been a hot minute. You're okay? Awesome. It's Spiritual Freedom Saturday. I love it. I won't sing and hurt your ears. So let me just prop myself up. I'm a little bit far down. So spiritual business success, right? Spirituality and business, I believe they go hand in hand, because we talk about contribution, right? On a Monday, contribution freedom. You'll remember that, right? So how you contribute in the world and living into your life purpose, for me, is the most spiritual calling. And the book that I listened to today, was about light workers. And I'm just like, I didn't even know I was a light worker. I'm like, what is that? Like, what is that word? I remember hearing that and I thought, oh, I wish I was one of them. It's what I thought. And then I read a little bit and I was like, well, that's not me. And over the years, more people have talked about it in different definitions. And I'm just like, oh, wow, how amazing is that? So if we are honoring our soul calling, right? And we are purpose-led, right? So we are purpose-led. Robin's still. Oh, hang on. Robin's messaging me. She's funny. So we're purpose-led. We're living into our purpose. That for me, following that guidance to awaken to your purpose. Often we go through a dark night of the soul, which is like going through that spiritual awakening. Obviously, there's different stages of your spiritual awakening. And when we go through that dark night of the soul, I believe it's for our highest, greatest good. Does not feel like it in the moment. It feels awful. It feels rude. It feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It just feels dark. In contrast, it breaks all of the beliefs that we have around ourselves and the world and the way that we live in the world, and just that we're souls and we're not just humans. All of that, it just wakes us up. And that for me, when we bring that into our business and we bring that into what I call all of the seven freedoms, it's just magic. And we follow that soul guidance. We follow that soul sorry, that I'm reaching into the camera because I'm on my phone and I'm scrolling up, I'm getting messages. But listen to this, getting messages from spiritually, getting messages from my soul sister and a potential soulmate. Like, I talk about business and I talk about the seven freedoms, excuse me, and living an intentional life. But every minute of our day is spiritual. looking at the world through the lens of our soul, and being in alignment, vibrational alignment. And Toya, you're on here, so I'm just absolutely like ecstatic, because what I have on my vision board for my contribution is not only through my light work, but my lifestyle. And I wanted to have it all, and I wanted to follow that ease, grace, and flow. And so through Robin and I speaking and meeting, Robin is just amazing. She forwarded my book. She forwarded her words in my book, because we've worked together for like a couple of years now, almost 3 years. And just the way that she manifested, she says that she manifested me. I manifested her, let me tell you. So we manifested our relationship through another connection that I had with my co-producer at the time that actually broke down. But had I not have met that co-producer, I wouldn't have met Robin. Do you know what I mean? So the soul guidance comes into each of these areas of our life. So contribution, health, emotions, environment, relationships, spirituality, and finances. And so it's just really beautiful. Robin has impacted every single area of my life, and I'm really grateful for that. So I'm getting messages, but it's still it's my soul guidance. And so I want to say I'm going to talk about relationship freedom on Fridays more so. But when we're manifesting and we're going through ease, grace, and flow, and we're thinking of the other areas of our life, when you're thinking about business, you're thinking about health, you're thinking about your emotions, you're thinking about your environment, you're thinking about all the things on your vision board and what success means to you, you're following that soul guidance. And it's not that each day, so contribution is just about business or how you're contributing, or health is just about health. It's not, it's bringing the spirituality into each area every day. So today's the day that we talk about it, we reflect on it, we journal on it, we set more intentions, we see where we've been and how we feel and how we're flowing. But in essence, we want to bring that spiritual, our soul, into everything that we do, right? You told her, thank you. It's like, Robin, get off there and come on to the live. She's listening to me on Telegram. Thank you so much. I love you. It's just, you know what? How special is that you've come on, because I know that Robin loves you as well, you know. Thank you. Robin, so nice. Robin, Toya has not been on for absolutely ages, because I've not been on. Well, I've been on for a little while now, Toya. But we did take a break, and so you were messaging and responding to me on Telegram, and it's coming over my phone. I'm like, Robin's messaging me, and then Toya pops up, and I said, Toya, can you just go tell Robin that? What are the chances of that? I love it. See that guidance? Oh, my cheeks absolutely just hurt. They really do. I'm so grateful for you, Robin. I've just gone on a rant and a rave about spirituality and that spiritual business success, and the way that you helped me to see how I was explaining spirituality, and just bringing that essence, our soul, looking through the lens of our soul in every area of our life, and our relationship being spiritual. And how you say that you manifested me, and I just said, nah, I manifested her through a relationship that if I didn't have that relationship that broke down, you wouldn't be in my life. Hi Toya, I can't stay long, gotta get dinner. Great to see you both. Oh, thank you. I know, but I'm just like, I'm not answering because I'm live, and I was talking about you. I'm like, can you just go get Robin? I think that's just amazing. Thank you. So again, as we bring that spirituality into every area of our life, and thank you, Robin, because we did manifest each other. I did say that in the end, because we've impacted every single area of the 7 freedoms, every single area. I know. And here we are. Here's that soul guidance, right? Here's that soul guidance. Again, that ease, grace, and flow. And I love it. I really do. I love the journey. It's just amazing. So what we want to do is go into each area for our spiritual business, but also for how we're contributing, our health, our emotions, our environment, our relationships, our spirituality, and our finances, and see what's going on and where it is that we're missing, bringing that spiritual, listening to that soul guidance, and actually following the signs. and following like our intuition and our gut and our, I was just having a conversation. Oh, hey, Coach Robin, miss you. Yes. See, now I am not, yes. I'm just, yeah. Yes, thank you for doing the rating, Robin. So on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, we do the rating. So I haven't asked you guys how you feel because I just went on a whole rant. And Robin has rated her spiritual freedom equals a 10. I love that. Thank you. Miss you too, Taya. Oh, I love that. See, love, just all the love. So we've rated each day, right? Every day throughout the week. So on Monday, it was Contribution Freedom Monday. So it was CFM equals whatever that is. My rating was 11. Then Tuesday, Health Freedom Tuesday, whatever your rating is. All week, mine has been 11. So I'm just really ecstatic about that. And so Robin's rated a 10. And I always use Robin as an example. But and Robin, anytime you have to hop off, you don't have to listen to me. I just wanted you to know that I was on live, so I was like, I wanted to speak to you. And so I'll mention you in a second. Hang on. Robin says we are full of love and share freely, which is absolutely beautiful. Not gonna lie, I know it's so smart. Oh, I just love it. So the rating that we do in the Soul Legacy Journal, which I popped in my drawer today, because without trying to pull down my phone, I was tidying up, just cleaning up my environment. So the Soul Legacy Journal, we write down and tune and track our vibrational frequency. And hopefully my intention is to have you leave here with raising your vibration to a higher frequency, or just acknowledging your vibration, how you feel. So if we look back to last Saturday, which was spiritual freedom, and we look forward to next Saturday, which is going to be spiritual freedom, and we're kind of like in the middle. So when you look back, how have you been following that ease, grace, and flow, that soul guidance? What is the universe saying to you? Because I know we know the power, right? What is the universe saying to you? How are you bringing your spirituality, listening to that essence, looking at the world through the lens of your soul, rather than being pushed and pulled by life, being pushed and pulled by the world, being pushed and pulled by circumstances, being pushed and pulled by fill in the blank, right? And by pushed and pulled, I mean observing what is going on and getting caught up in, this is my experience. Like, if this is what's going on in the world, this is what's going on in my world, this is my truth. I can't change it. I've got to accept it, and that alters your vibrational frequency. Like, I know it's like difficult sometimes, but if we do that and we set a vision, like I talk about, the next segment is we're talking about our vision board. We've got a vision, and it's different from our current reality, because it's going to be different because it's a vision. And as they say, start with a vision, begin with the end in mind. We have a vision and we're looking at what is, I know, but it's like, it's worth saying, then we're going to get more of that rather than this, because we're not in a vibrational alignment with that. We're in vibrational alignment with what's going on in the world. We're not in alignment with our higher self, our soul self, and we're not looking at our experience, our life through the lens of our soul. We're looking at life, our life, and the world through humanness. And yes, we are here to have a human experience. However, with soul guidance, it just makes magic happen on the planet. And that's when we say that we're spiritually awake. I believe that's the purpose of our awakening. Until we break free of that illusion and those beliefs being governed by what this person is dictating in the world, and this person, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful dance. I love it. And it just are we good? Yeah. Every time I check in on the spiritual freedom. No, actually, every time I check in with our emotions on Wednesday, I'm like, oh, that's at the crux of everything, how we think and how we feel, right? And then I love relationships because it kind of makes the world go around. And then when I get to the spirituality, I'm just like, wow. So are you listening to the soul guidance? How do you feel when you rate your vibration? Like, what did you do throughout the last week to be at the vibration that you're at now? And then what can you do to either maintain it, make it higher? Maintain it or make it higher, right? We don't want it to dip, but we understanding what it was that was blocking that flow from the 11, because the idea is to get to listening to the soul guidance as much as you can. Not all the time, because contrast is good, that's fine. And we're in soul funk sometimes, which is like when we feel like a 1, or in soul flow when we feel like an 11. And so when we're listening to our soul guidance, we feel like we're in soul flow and in that ease, grace, and flow. And life feels just epic, even when we haven't manifested all of our vision. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. Robin says, love you both, Billion. See you soon. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for spending this time with me. So yeah, Robin and I were just having a conversation on Telegram, and I was like, I want to continue a conversation. So we want to talk about your vision board, right? So I don't know if you saw the vision board this time around, Toya. So I'll leave it in the cards in the show notes, or it's on my YouTube channel. If you subscribe to the Soul Legacy TV, you'll get like to know me more. But there's a playlist for a spiritual business vision board challenge. We had a vision board party, and that vision board party happens annually on the second week of December at 7:30 p.m. UK time, Monday to Sunday, like a full week of breaking down these 7 areas of our life, including our spirituality, and putting that on our vision board, and having a visual image of what spirituality means for us in our life, and what that looks and feels like when it's manifested, so that we can see the signs, and so that we can be in vibrational, and so we can alter our vibrational frequency. It's just it's amazing. And probably Lightworkers, the book, is probably on my spiritual freedom vision board, probably, most likely so. I haven't played it today, actually. I usually play the video, so I'll play it after I get off here. And so whatever's on your vision board, we want to be manifesting. Yes, have you seen it? Have you seen the vision board? Awesome. I'd love for you to come and join me, and come and join me in the group. I don't know if you're in the group, Toya. We've got a spiritual business vision board group and Bank 50K in 50 days challenge on Facebook. You can come into the group, post your vision board images, and then this follow on, this journaling, right, for the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast is a continuation on from that, or anybody that comes in, you do. Awesome. So anybody that comes in to my world, I say, go through that 7-day vision board challenge, because whenever you start it, it's going to be relevant. And then I will do it live again in December. But I only have to do it once and then say, I need a journal. Oh my God. This one, or the spiral one on Lulu. The spiral one on Lulu, right? Oh, yeah. The spiral one on Lulu. Oh, gosh, I think mine's full. Mine, you can't see mine. Mine's full. I want to talk about this. Mine has got my love list on there. You can't see it. Mine's got my love list, my desire list for manifesting. And I want to just say, on my vision boards, that's my spiral one. My vision board, I have. So we've just done it like last week. What day is it? Saturday. Yeah, we just did it last week. And on Wednesday, I went back onto Bumble. I'd been on Tinder. I've been talking about this. And I was like, I don't even want to go back on there. But I went on there and I did a swipe. I did a couple of swipes, actually. Maybe. I don't know. It was a blur. So I did some swipes. And I was like, oh, my gosh, he's a bit young. Like, let me go. He was hot, though. But he was a bit young. And I was like, let me do my age settings. Can I add you into it, or can you into the group? Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll send you the link. Yeah. I'll send you the link. It's called Spiritual Business Vision Board Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, something like. Yeah, that's the title of it on Facebook. And I haven't put it into I'll pin it in the comments as well. So So I was on there and I swiped and I was like, oh, I better do my settings because he's a bit young. It's only 41. I was like, I'm 50. Okay. And then by the time I was adding my settings, like literally, this guy was one guy in my inbox. And I was the first one in his inbox. Anyway, we've been talking since Wednesday, and values, oh my gosh, values are on point. Values are really aligned. I'll talk about it next. We've got a date on New Year's Eve. So I'll talk about it after that. So I want to manifest my husband. And so the things that he said and what I said on our profiles, we were like, that's a bit weird. Anyway, just whatever you put on your vision board, just expect it to manifest in the most synchronistic ways. It's just like, oh my, and then following my soul guidance and my ease, grace, and flow. So that's me checking in with each area. For my health, I'm fasting now. I was like, actually, my cycle was due and I felt a little bit tired. And I was like, I'm just going to fast. That's fantastic. I can stay still and I'll fast because I like fasting. What else? Oh, for my contribution, getting the book. Oh, the book. Tori, I don't know if you know about my book. Oh my gosh. I launched the paperback version of my book, right? Spiritual YouTuber, sorry about the ring light. Spiritual YouTubers from scratch, a soul-guided influencer's compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. I'm going to start to do some videos, a video series from the book. Listen, I've just got the most amazing, I got the first paperback sale the day before the actual launch, which was on my brother's birthday. So I was guided to do that, my brother's birthday and my godson's mum's birthday. And then the feedback that I've just got from that, like a message, and I know you know who you are. Oh yeah, cool. No worries. The feedback that I got from that, like from the first person that bought the paperback, it made me cry. It made me cry. Can't remember the exact words because they're just an absolute blur, but just something along the lines of this is what I've been waiting for. This has just helped me connect the dots. And I'm just like, wow. Now I was guided again, soul guidance, to contribute in the world the way that I wanted to contribute. It has been painful, like literally painful to learn. But I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. And that book, I don't know how I wrote it, but I wrote it in 11 weeks. It's supposed to be 7, but it's supposed to be a year, but 11 weeks. And it just, I don't know, it just came out of me. I wrote it, I edited it, and I formatted it. And I published it. All me, all you girl. And to have that level of feedback for that twice, anyway, 2 people had said, like, oh my gosh, I keep reading the book on my break. I'm like, wow, you know, it's just amazing. So following my soul guidance, like from my vision board last week to now, there's so much that's manifesting. It's beautiful. Let me know what's manifesting in your world, because it's not just about, oh, and do you know what? I just pulled this out of here. This is a card for today from the Keepers of the Light. I want to read this. I just pulled the card out of where I actually had it. So I'll tell you the card and I'll read it. It is, hang on, Archangel Michael. All right. It says, trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Can I get an amen? Like, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concern. Allow a miracle to occur. Like, literally, that is how I actually feel right now. I literally feel like that. I'm like, it feels like miracles, like literally in my life. Okay. Archangel Michael, Saint Michael, is one of the 4 archangels in the Abrahamic religion. His twin flame is faith. He is loved all over the world because he is the patron saint of protection. He wields a bright sword of light to help us detach from dramas, good, challenges, amen, fears, yes. His name means he who is like God. And his fiery presence helps awaken our leadership skills and reminds us that we have the capacity to connect with heaven. If challenges are present in your life, call on Michael to bring his sword of light energetically to energetically disconnect you from what's no longer serving you. Can I get an amen? Yes to that. I have to get it when I get it. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries. Hang on, let me get back to where I was. Extended message. Your angel team is with you now. Thank you. We always look up, don't we? But like, we don't have to look up at all. You are not in this alone. You may be feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, but your angels are inviting you to take a step back so that they can come in and share. Wow. And share their light of miracles. Wow. That is how I felt. I'm like, because it was my cycle and I normally only get one tired day and I had two. And I was like, that's unusual for me. And you needed that. Yes. Woo! Yes. Oh, I love it. I love that. Yeah. It just felt like that. I'm like, do you know what? And I just said to Robin on Telegram, I'm just gonna step back. I'll still do my lives, but I've got quite a few things to tie up, and then I'll come back out and reach out in the new year to everyone. So that's like, wow. Okay. I love that. Okay, take a step back and let them shine their light. You may feel that your prayers aren't heard, but that doubt blocks solutions from entering your life. Yes, because the things that I've been doing, I'm like, okay, let me get momentum in this. And then I get momentum, and then I'm like, okay, how do I connect this dot? And how do I connect that dot? And then it's like, okay, that was a thing. And I'm getting those confirmations. And somebody messaged me, that soul guidance, somebody messaged me and they were on the live and they were saying, and then when I looked back at our first connection, it was 2019 when I was in Twin Flame Union. I was like, oh my God, I had this connection, blah, blah, blah. And then today, earlier, somebody messaged me, and thank you for that. And she said, yes, Iona, I'd love to connect with you. Thank you. I've just listened to your voice note. And I'm like, my voice note? I didn't see the voice note. And it says, this is amazing. It says, do you want to start a YouTube channel? And it was one of the first posts that I'd put out there. Did not know any, the seeds that led to this book, right? And she said, yeah, I'd love to connect with you. I'm just listening to this voice note now. And I was like, huh? Scrolled up to the voice note. It was, what was that? 2020, April 2020. She's just now listening to the voice note. I'm like, huh? And today, when I connected those dots, it's like, okay, well, what's the next way to move forward to make sure I'm reaching people that are aligned? And I've gone back to my old trusty system, and I had my like a little template to reach out and send a voice note and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, is this the path? And it's like, yeah. And then literally 3 years on, someone says, yeah, and I'd love to connect with you. I'm like, what? That's the universe giving me that sign and that ease, grace, and flow. Soul guidance. I love it. All right, so let's finish off this. You may feel like your prayers aren't heard. So if you feel like that, just connect those dots, because those dots are coming in, right? They're coming in. Okay. You may feel like you're and block the solutions. Know that Archangel Michael and his legion of angels are here to help clear anything that's not serving you, so that you can allow in miracles of that change you desire. So if you have any change, call. It's not me. Raising our vibration, we are not alone. We know we're not alone, right? But sometimes it feels like very lonely. And it's like, what am I going to do now? But those dots are there, and usually it's something that's full circle. So Spiritual Freedom Saturday is all about journaling on that. What is that guidance that you've had? Where have you been guided to? What are you ignoring? Are you actually listening to those signs? You know, because this is a sign, right? So we've done rating our vibration, how you're feeling today. We've mentioned our vision board, what we're putting on there, so we can actually have a clear image. Let the universe know what is in your mind and your heart, like heart, mind, body, soul, like connecting that, right? Connecting that frequency. Then we want to look how we launch our day, lead our day, and leave our day in terms of connecting our spiritual essence to our day, to our morning routine, daily routine, and nighttime routine. I didn't want to just do a morning routine or a nighttime routine. I wanted it all. Doesn't make sense to do something once in the day, like meditate in the morning. I meditate. I don't actually meditate. I meditate and then be awful and in a funk all day long. That's like meditate for 15 minutes, be in a funk for, I don't know, 15 hours of the day. Makes no sense. Or complain or not believe or not trust or which exactly, right? So we want to do the things. What do you do in the morning that raises your vibration? What do you do in the daytime that raises your vibration? How do you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day? I went for a walk in nature in the middle of my day. That is how I'm leading my day. I'm like, okay, it's time to go out. When I launch my day, I actually do my soul work. I actually do. That is the thing that whatever is happening to me at night, right? My soul work is the thing. If I don't do my soul work and get out of me whatever that is, then I don't have as a productive day. So people say, do, I don't know, 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours of meditation, do the blah, blah, blah. And then say, well, we don't have time in the day. I did 2 hours of meditation. I'm not beating up on meditation. It's amazing. But I'm just saying, like, do it at night then, do you know, like when we're going to sleep or something. I don't know. Do it whenever you want. But I'm just saying, don't then say, I don't have time in the day and I feel rushed, because that's not ease, grace, and flow. And you're guided. And we all have 24 hours in a day. So how do you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day, and bring in what makes you feel high vibrational, like eating different foods, doing all the things. I'm fasting. I meant to do a straight fast because it's my cycle, craving carbs. You girls craving carbs. So I did a 1 meal a day instead. I'm like, yeah, I'm building up to it because I'm just listening to my body. Yeah, craving carbs. So anyway, I was just like guided, right? Okay. So the next segment for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast and manifesting that spiritual business success is what are the one to three things that you can do to be more in alignment. What are the things that you wanted to do? Maybe it is meditation, maybe it is journaling, maybe it is consistently visualizing, maybe it is blah, 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 blah. Fill in the blanks, you do it. Or letting go. What can you let go? It's not always about adding. Sometimes it's like, I know that habit is not serving me. It might be smoking or drinking or fill in the blank, whatever it is, like not the version of you that is on your vision board. What is he or she doing? And how can you bring that into your life now? Like for me, like the cards, that's me. Like I don't know. It's just something I just feel. And when I'm not doing it, like on the lives, I feel like something's missing. So I just decided to do it for me, and I'm doing it for you. This is my spiritual practice. My journaling practice is now a video, right? Just amazing. All right. So what are the one to three things that you can either do or stop doing that makes it feel more in alignment for you? I'm gonna do gratitude, okay, and then we're gonna do the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, and then I'm gonna let you go about your day. All right. So thank you for spending this time with me. It's really important to me to do this for me, do this for you, and again, do it for my students, because I am someone that walks my talk. And when my students sign up with me, I've got a 2-hour monthly coaching call called the Seven Freedoms Frequency Call-In Gym that follows up not only from the vision board, the 7 days of the vision board and these daily lives. I have a 2-hour monthly coaching call where we lock in and we get stuff done. I can hold you accountable. So I'm challenging you to do this for 50 days, right? And do the Bank 50K 50 days challenge, right? Vibrationally first, and then come and do it with me in the physical. It's time. All right. So gratitude, love heartstone. Always think of my girl and my boy, because we say gratitude on the stone, right? So we bring in the 7 freedoms frequency. So if you don't know what they are, again, I'll say each area that I focus on, I journal on, and we visualize and we set souls intentions, what we can do to manifest and be in alignment with our vision. It's gold. the 7 freedoms. Hey, love. Hey, Kate. How you doing? In from Australia. Woo, woo. We're just about to say gratitude. Thank you for joining me. I love doing the lives because I do them at different times. I've started to do them quite late. I am going to start to do them earlier in the day, but I don't know whose energy will be drawn in here. And I just like to have the conversations, if anyone, you know what I mean? But I just love it. And to reach you guys all over the world from little here in the UK, just absolutely lights me up. And I'm going to express gratitude and I'm going to probably tie that in, right? So for the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast, it is a very practical YouTube podcast. I strip out the audio so you can listen along if you want to. And this is us setting an intention, visualizing, journaling, expressing gratitude again. So the 7 areas are contribution freedom, health freedom, emotional freedom, environmental freedom, relationship freedom, spiritual freedom, which is today, and financial freedom. And I call these the intentional living codes because we live an intentional life. We live in alignment with our freedom, with our vision of freedom, with our value of freedom, and we raise our vibration to the frequency of freedom and love and joy, excuse me, and empowerment and all the things, and appreciation. So here's where we can do that and just like bunch them all in and vibrate at that frequency and just raise it. I love it. So I say, I'm happy and grateful and appreciate. And I do all of those because the idea is to be happy, right? And appreciate. And sometimes when we just express gratitude, you might do a gratitude journal, it kind of sometimes has a lack energy in it, according to Abraham Hicks. So I'm just going to do them all. And then we say, we'll think of something in the past, something in the present, or something in the predicted future, meaning your vision board. Because if you're in alignment with your vision board, then it manifests. If in order for it to manifest, before it manifests, we want to be in vibrational alignment with it. And so that's my way of adjusting my frequency for me living an intentional life. Your frequency is different. So let's go. So you can speak it out. I call it soul speaking into existence. So you can do yours. You can write yours down. Be inspired whether you come with me or not. So I say I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate contribution. The level of contribution, I've just got an amazing, I can't wait for the book review, to be fair. I've just got an amazing message from the person that bought the first paperback version of the book, Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influencer's compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. That is what I'm doing now, is in the book. And so the reader came to the Vision Board Challenge, a soul sister, who is going to be a soul client in the new year as we work together. And she literally messaged me before I came on. And I was like, I'm so glad I haven't done my live yet. And basically she's like, that is what I've been waiting for. That is what is connecting the dots, blah, 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 blah. This building versus legacy building. And I'm like, oh, wow. So I'm happy and grateful for that contribution. I'm blown away, like literally just blown away, like blown away. I was in tears. I'm just like, just one person, just if I write it and it was one person and the next person and the next person, that contribution is massive for me. So I'm really happy and grateful and appreciate that. And I had to say gratitude and express this in order to be able to write that book, to learn what I needed to write that book, to go through all of the awakenings and the dark nights to get to write that book and birth that book. Not only write it, edit it, and format it, and self-publish it. I'm like, I still can't believe it. Just like, happy and grateful for that. Happy and grateful and appreciate. Did I do? Oh, I just feel like I've already just done this. Gratitude. Did I already do the gratitude? Because I feel like I have. I think I did. Did I do it already, Toya? I'm like, sure, I've just done this and done it about my health and fasting. Sure, I've done it already. I did, didn't I? Did I? Anyway, I'm not going to do it again because I feel like I've done it. Or am I getting deja vu? For my health and fasting, my emotions. All right, I'll do it real quick. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my health from fasting, being guided to fast. Happy and grateful and appreciate my emotions. I'm sure I've done this already. This is like really weird. I'm going to watch it again and see if I did it or not. And having grateful and appreciate my emotions, just being happy and here with you guys. It feels weird. Happy and grateful for my environment. This home has a lovely, it's my niece's home, and it's full of love. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate finances, financial freedom. What's gone on for me today? What have I received or gone out? What have I received or gone out? That my bills are covered and they're all good. I didn't look at my bank account today. Like whatever's gone out or come in, I trust it. It's amazing. And I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the spirituality and just being guided with you guys. That just felt really, really weird. Either I did it already on this live, or I am living an alternate whatever that is, because I feel like I've done it. All right, let's do the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge for the journal. All right, so the Soul Legacy Journal, I'm the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, and this is the Soul Legacy TV, right? Spiritual business success with Iona. And so I say 365 days of your spiritual awakening story. I invite you to record your journey, because I wish I had have done. And so I am doing it now via video. So a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers, right? So yes, we've got our vision board, right? We've got the experiences that we want to have on there. We want to be in alignment financially, right? So yes, we've got a big goal, right? Banking 50K in 50 days. Amazing goal, right? I want you to be in vibrational alignment with it. So this journal gives you 1,000 vibrationally, guys, not for real. We have to use our imagination. And the vibrational money voucher is in the Facebook group. So if you don't know and you haven't seen it. So it gives you £1,000, dollars or euros, just to help with the visual every single day. What would you spend it on? An experience on your vision board. That's why I say get your vision board done so that we can do this together, right? Ty says, I can't wait to be able to sign up. Yes, it's amazing. Oh, and once if you get the book, my book, there's a $55 coupon code in there to my course. There's a companion course to it. It will set you up. And so the Bank 50K in 50 days, we do this every single day, whether you're on with me or not. You watch your video, create a vision board, play your vision board. It's like a 30-second video montage. And we spend our vibrational money on the experiences that are on our vision board, because many of you that are coming into the group are saying to me, I've asked questions, 3 questions when you sign up for the group. And one of them is about, have you used vision boards before and how is it manifesting? And people are like, some of it's manifested, some of it didn't work. Some of you are completely new to it, but you've heard about the success of vision boards. And then I asked about what a difference it would make for you to bank 50K in 50 days, right? And what would that mean to you and your loved ones? And so many people some people do one-line answers, some people do a big essay, and I appreciate it all because it's like gives me insights, but it gives you an insight of I outlined some. I mentioned and read off some of the comments on the vision board party each day as they came in. It was just absolutely beautiful. Just what a difference it would make to you and your family. So my contribution to support you in creating a vision board and following up and holding space while you spend your vibrational money on the experiences that are on your vision board, I'm like, my work here is done. Like, it's amazing. So we spend our vibrational money voucher, like literally go and look out and seek what you would spend it on every single day. Or if you don't feel like you have every day, and I don't do this every day, so it's my own challenge and I don't do it every day. I do it every Sunday because it's a bigger chunk of money and I don't feel as restricted. When I did this, when I was in Twin Flame Union, we were like, well, do you want to borrow some of my money? I'll borrow some. Shall we put our money together? We got creative, right? We bought a bed. This bed was dope. We slept in that bed. Like literally, we laid down and we'd visualized, we bought the bed and we and we slept in that bed together. We were like, oh, child. It was just like, it was amazing. It's just really feeling it, and believing it and, all the things. So spend the vibrational money voucher. The rules though. So you tie 10%. Hang on, just scratch my ear. You have to tie 10% to a worthy cause. My worthy cause is Compassionate Friends, which is a charity for bereaved parents, because I am one. I dedicate my work to my son. He passed 8 years ago. That just keeps me grounded. That's a worthy cause. And I'm actually going to be tithing my time as well and putting some energy in there. So that's my worthy cause. What is your worthy cause? Like, you can mix it up, or you can just really focus. We want to come from the space when we're spending that vibration and money. It's on the experiences that are on your vision board, not bills. We don't do bills because they're taken care of. We don't do taxes because they're taken care of. And we come from the energy that we've got savings, that's taken care of. So this is play money, right? Play, dance with the universe, let it know. Actually, yeah. Because when you plan to say go on a holiday, what do you do? Whether you've got the money or not, but you know you're going to have the money, right? You go and you have a look. Oh, well, I saw this holiday here and blah, blah, blah. You put down a deposit and you pay it off, or you do whatever. You start to look at your suitcases and your bikinis and you start talking about, oh, I'm going on. But when it's on our vision board, it's like, so we want to talk about it. Like, the brain doesn't know, like our brain doesn't know. We think in images and we're soul speaking into existence. So my challenge to you is to create your vision board and actually take the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge. And then my next challenge to you is to come to my masterclass, the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, to do it in the visible world. Now we've done it in the vibrational, we take it to the visible world, and I will share with you. And in the book, I talk about the framework, my one-page plan, and I talk about the numbers for the masterclass homework. And then I invite you to download a free chapter of my book if you don't want to get the full book, and then come and have a free chapter group coaching VIP day with me after we've been to the masterclass, while we're doing the homework, so I can help you and support you in implementing the homework. No excuses, all on me, right? All on me. Because it's time, and we stop telling all these money stories, sitting in the seat of fear. When we're raising our vibration, this is the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast, freedom. Freedom is at the highest vibration. Fear of failure, success and selling, procrastination, all those things, right? That self-doubt is at the lowest vibration. Now, if we sit at the lowest vibration as spiritual business owners, as light workers, as service-based business owners, what are we doing to the planet? What are we doing as we are awake? We've gone through our spiritual awakening. I can add transformation in the world. Starts with us, right? Yes. Yes. It starts with us, but not if we don't believe it. Because if we believed it, we wouldn't be in fear. And if we believed it, we wouldn't be procrastinating. If we believed it, we wouldn't feel like we're selling. We're feeling like we're being in service. I know, like, I can say to you, well, if you buy the book, Kindle or Kindle Unlimited or the paperback, I give you back your money and some. Like, because it's a passive income stream for me. I'm not attached to it. Do you get what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. But it will matter to you, because you'll see, oh, I don't have to do the things that they're telling me out there, because that is not aligned with my soul, and I can stop. And it wasn't until I stopped doing the list building, irks me, and started legacy building, I was like, yes, this is me leaving a legacy. This is me launching, leading, and leaving my soul legacy in ease, grace, and flow every single day. I show up and speak out and serve deep. I love it. Love it. So the Lightworkers book that I was reading today was talking about us awakening, right? And I'm pretty sure it's on my spiritual vision board, because I wasn't going to listen to this today. Often I listen to like the Untethered Soul, and I was talking to someone, and I was sharing the guy that I'm talking to from the dating app from Bumble, and I was sharing, well, because he said he doesn't really read, and I said I listen. I've probably got dyslexia like me, but yeah, so I said I listen to audio books, and I screenshot all the Audible books that I have, and Lightworkers came out, and I was like, oh, I'm like, well, I'll tell you, right, and I'm going to try really hard not to cry. But when I was listening to that book, and I've listened to this story before in this book, and I listened to it, and I was walking. This is my walk. That's me, part of me leading my day. I break up my day. I segment into my day. And so I went for my walk, obviously exercise out in nature, went into the park, all the trees, and listened. And I'm listening, and they're talking about awakening and us coming to this earthly plane, and this is our mission and all the things. And then I heard this story, and don't know if you've ever heard this book. It's just, the title is Lightworkers. I don't know if it's got a tagline. It's on my Facebook profile, on my personal profile today. And I'm like, this book had me in tears, like in the street. And I'm looking behind me, and there's people behind me. I'm like, just in tears. So the author tells a story of, and I know that many of you guys are so talented and so gifted that you guys do this. And I don't do this with my light work, is not this, but there's a story of a lady who'd gone to a medium, and she gave them a ring. And she said, and I've seen people do this, like, or mention this online. I've never experienced it myself, but it's like the energy of the ring, because we're energy, right? We're source. And she was talking about source and the guidance and the residual energy on this ring. And so the medium had picked up, and the ring had burnt her hand, felt hot. And I don't know why it landed with me before, but it just was healing today for me. And she was talking about the healing words. Anyway, so she's got this, and she got the message. She said, she asked, our guides, what is the message behind this ring? And the story went that she said to the lady in front of her, Anna is here. And she said there was a fire connected to this ring. And it turns out the lady sat in front of her was the twin of Anna, because she'd said Anna, but she didn't know who this Anna was. She said, that's my twin sister. And it turns out both of the girls were in the fire. This is in this book. Don't know if this is real. I think it's real in this book. But anyway, she got a message, and her sister was like, I'm okay. So there were twins, and the mother had left them in the house, and the fire had taken, like a electrical short had taken over, and one of the twins was saved and one of them not. And I'm like, well, I looked after twins when I was fostering for this last year while I was writing that book. And it just hit me so deeply. And I don't even know if that's a message for the twins, because they're not together now. But anyway, she was like, so much healing. And then she said that she lost a dog in the fire, and the dog came through as well. She got so much healing 18 years on, and energy from this ring, from her twin sister, that she had guilt of surviving and what have you. The healing behind that. And I'm like, wow, that energy of the ring. And when I say gratitude for this stone, my daughter gave it to me, but me and my kids had said gratitude. And I just felt like, I was just like, what made me cry was my son. And just knowing, the girl's going to go, that his energy has not left me. And I know it. People say it to me. In this vision board challenge, and one of my soul sisters was in my inbox, and I said to her, I feel a little bit tired, my cycle's due. And she said, I think you should rest. And she's been on this vision board challenge with me every day. And she said, they're with you. Her father had passed like recently. And she says, that they're with us all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'd said, because I dedicate this book to my son, but I launched the paperback on my brother's birthday. He passed 19 years ago. And my godson's mum, it was their birthdays on the 20th. And I'm like, wow, just that energy from them, and knowing that they are always, And I'm like, I just want to call my brother. It's the first time I just literally wanted to just ring him on the phone. Like, not let's pretend, let's talk to the sky. I just wanted to ring him. And my friend, one of my best friends, said, you can. And I'm like, well, I can't because he's not here. And she's like, well, you can talk to it. And I'm like, I want to feel that present. I actually don't want to let's pretend. I want to actually speak to him. When you just on that, I don't want to do it energetically. I want to, but it literally tears ran down my face. And I was just like, there was so much healing in that for me. For that spiritual freedom, and that knowing that I know that we're energy. I know that. And I know that we're here to leave a legacy. And I know that the energy, while we're in this physical form, it's not just after we're gone, that like, you know, just showing up in the world that our soul is called us to do and express on this earthly plane. It was just such a special moment. Every single day I read a book on the theme, and that was what I was meant to hear today. And I just absolutely love it. And every time I turn around and I look and then I see, you know, my boy is handsome. It's crazy, just crazy. But I use that fuel to speak my message and to leave my legacy. And it isn't about go out there and build a list. It's like, dude, the money is not in the list. The money's in transformation, and the money's in our own transformation. Because when we are here birthing our light work in the world, we have a duty to figure it out, go on our spiritual ascension, spiritual awakening, figure out our spiritual ascension tools, which journaling and visualization was mine, and then alchemize that, package it up, and birth it back in the world. That is what we're here for. So if I've inspired you at all today, this YouTube podcast has inspired you at all, please subscribe to the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Please share this out to somebody else who needs to hear it. And come and do the vision board challenge. And then come and get on the masterclass, right? It's time. It's not about fear. You know, it's not about the lowest vibration it's time. The Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is here to help you and support you in rising and residing at what I call the Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency, because we are being conditioned and programmed to be in fear. Don't know about you, but not for me. We are being programmed and conditioned to think that money is blah, 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 blah. And then the people that have more power have it. It's not aligned. It's not aligned. It's not aligned. Anyway, all right. Think we've done. Right, go on and figure out. Just saying, it's my cycle. Like my cycle came today, and I'm like all on it. I'm just saying. Done our rating. Rate your vibrational frequency. Do your vision board. Like decide. Look, visualize how you want to launch, lead, and leave your day. This is a recap of the episode, what I've covered. Decide what soul guided action steps, 1 to 3, that you can take, or let go, or let in, like doing habits and actions, listening to that soul guidance, or the things that you just know you need to stop doing. Like, dude, I don't even need to tell you, you're doing behind closed doors and you know you shouldn't be doing, even if that means how you speak to yourself, moving from that poverty consciousness to that prosperity consciousness. There's habits, there's things that we do and we don't need to do. And then if you're inspired by the card, hopefully you are. And then the bank 50K and 50 days, and express gratitude. The Seven Freedoms Frequency way. I would love that. And that is it. Again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for spending this time with me. I really appreciate you. You know, it's a chunk out of your day, but hopefully it makes a difference and it helps you connect some of those dots, and you do take that soul guided action. I have a monthly networking call. It's free. Come and connect, co-create and collaborate. If you come to the masterclass, I will share all of it. The free chapter of the book is there. The monthly call is there. The free chapter group coaching VIP is there to help you implement the homework. Like, there's no excuses. Like, I don't want to hear excuses in 2024. I'm just saying. So that is it. Again, share your gifts, shine your light, because you are born to serve. Here's to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Big love. Take care. I shall see you tomorrow for Financial Freedom Sunday.